This is Bobby C. reporting from Truman High School, where the New York Knicks made their way uptown to the Bronx for a great cause.
There are so many young people here in the Bronx that could use a good assist from an organization like the Knicks, and then from guys like yourselves who they grew up idolizing.
Anytime we have an opportunity to do something like this, we take advantage of it. I know I do. So, like I said, we're having fun with it as well, as long as nobody gets hurt. I mean, that's the goal.
Does it have a special meaning to you to know that you're helping some of this youth of tomorrow kind of get to bigger and better things?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's kind of the foundation that, I came from. I had people who looked out for me, took me out of the inner city, gave me an opportunity, gave me a chance to be successful. So it's always great to come back, and, that's part of the give back.
It means a lot. Anytime you get people to come to my district that want to help the children of the district and beyond, it's a beautiful moment for me. And it's a watershed moment for me because I went to 181 around the corner, and the locker room that they had us changing in was the gym that they actually had us play in junior high school. And the impact is still huge now that we can come get the Knicks, MSG, Fidelis, all these great community partners with New York Edge to bring some great things to some kids.
It's about giving back. I mean, and that's what we talk about. It's myself, Rod, and like a John Stark. Since we're not active playing anymore, this is a way for us to show our appreciation for what the youngsters and the youth did for us.
To get a chance to suit up, this is kind of like your Knicks debut. How does this feel?
Well, as a Celtic fan, I'm trying to handle being in this, but anything for the youth and the kids in the community. I'm happy to be a part of it. Hope I don't hurt myself out here, but I'm looking to have some fun.
If you've ever seen Ghostbusters 2, I feel like Rick Moranis, when he finally puts on the Ghostbusters outfit, he's like, I'm a Ghostbuster. So I put this uniform on, and I'm like, I'm a New York Knick.
It means a lot to me to be part of an organization that is committed to improving the quality of lives for New Yorkers, and to be a part of such a dynamic group that can bring people together and to realize that dream. This, to me, is like a dream come true.
We'll stay on the community beat for another great event. Backyard Sports Cares put together a local 3-on-3 basketball tournament. It benefits children with special needs, and these youngsters got to meet one Met and Yankee legend of yesteryear. Check this out. Scoreboard monitors, 1 minute. Tell the fans at home a little bit about what you do and the message that you try to spread when it comes to giving back to kids with disabilities.
Absolutely, Bobby C. Backyard Sports brings quality sports programming to at-risk and special needs children throughout Westchester County. What we do is basically we give kids who are denied traditional access the ability to play not just with coaches but with peers and kids their own age. And it just breaks my heart, just going around the neighborhood and seeing if kids can't afford programs, or especially kids with special needs who just don't have the opportunity to play because no one has the patience for them. So that's what we do best. We bring the programming to them.
Doc, I know you've given back so much over the years, especially to young children in the neighborhoods in New York City. What's it like to see the delight in their faces today and knowing that you're a baseball legend and coming back and giving back to them?
That's what it's all about, giving back, because when I played, I got so much energy from the fans. And now to come back and help these like special needs as well as a tremendous foundation like this and get back to these kids here that maybe need second chances or whatever they're having. Backyard Sports is a great foundation. I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Now, I think it's pretty cool. I know we were teasing about it a little bit just to see Doc Gooden, because I grew up, I thought he was an unbelievable player, unbelievable pitcher.
Huge Doc Gooden fan myself. What an unbelievable guy, an idol of mine. To see him now, it's great that he comes back.
And this event today is just perfect, and it just mirrors what we do, because we believe that you can do good and you could still enjoy yourself. And that's why sports is such a great bridge between people, because it doesn't feel like a social citizenship project. It just feels so natural to what we do.
Doc Gooden still got it, albeit making the right plays in the community these days rather than on the baseball diamond. On the NBA hardwood, the New York Knicks made all the right plays in their season and home opener Wednesday night. Who are these guys and what have they done to the Knicks? New head coach David Fizdale and his crew ran up 126 points against Atlanta in a 126-107 victory. Tim Hardaway Jr. dropped 31 points. Here's Timmy following the blowout.
Got 3 quick assists, got some rebounds, pushed it, got some deflections on defense, and that's what got it going. Just took what the defense gave me, try to be aggressive, be smart, and my teammates just kept feeding me the ball, so they gave me that confidence to go out there. If they tell me to go, then I'm going to go.
The Knicks will be in Brooklyn tonight for Game 2 of the season. Why not an early season rivalry matchup with the Nets? Brooklyn, meanwhile, looked pretty good in its opener in Detroit, but it wasn't enough Wednesday night. The Nets fell 103-100. They'll need more from point guard and playmaker D'Angelo Russell tonight against the Knicks. That game tips at 7:30 p.m. The story around the NBA is, what will LeBron James and the LA Lakers do this season? LeBron was his usual awesome self in the opener, 26 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists against Portland. But the new look Showtime Lakers are fun, fast, and flawed, falling despite LeBron's awesomeness in Game 1. The young Lakers did win 35 games a year ago, and LeBron is notorious for helping his new clubs win about 15 to 20 more games. That would make LA a playoff contender, but if I was a betting man, I would stick with the Golden State Warriors in the West and likely Boston, Philadelphia, or Toronto out of the East. The race for the NBA crown is usually only limited to about a handful of teams, if that. The 108-win Boston Red Sox should be the favorites to win the World Series. They eliminated Houston Thursday night in the American League Championship Series, downing the reigning World Series champs with relative ease. The Sox have now eliminated 2 100-win teams in consecutive series, topping the 100-win Yankees and the 103-win Astros. In the NLCS, the LA Dodgers lead the Milwaukee Brewers 3-2. They could finish off that series and return to the Fall Classic in back-to-back years with a win tonight over the Brew Crew. Game 7, if necessary, would be Saturday night in Milwaukee. If it's Boston, LA, our Bronx State cameras will be in Beantown come Tuesday night for Game 1 of the World Series. Time for some quick hitters. On the ice, the Isles snapped a 2-game road losing streak with a 7-2 victory over the LA Kings Thursday night, while the Devils got tripped up late, falling to Colorado 5-3. The Islanders will be in San Jose Saturday to face the Sharks. New Jersey, now 4-1, will be in Philadelphia to skate against the Flyers Saturday. The Rangers are back in action Sunday to host Calgary at the Garden. Puck drops at 7 p.m. We caught up with the Broadway Blue Shirts earlier in the week in a 3-2 shootout win at home.
Position we're in right now, you can feel the importance already. You know, we need to start winning and get points to stay in the race. You don't want to fall behind too much and have to climb too much. So I kind of enjoy the important points already.
We're starting to get our system little by little. We're starting to figure out when it's time to switch, but even when we're making some mistakes and breaking down a little bit, we're working hard to recover for our teammates. And really that's what it comes down to when you're working hard and you're accountable and making sure that you're bailing your buddy out when it's time. Those big plays seem to help us out.
We're not giving up a lot of second chances, and we're doing a really good job of defending the house. I think that's a commitment and a willingness thing, but that's also a big part about guys buying into our structure. And when we do give up second chances, Hank does what he did and showcases what he can do. So, continue to play like that and limit their chances in the middle and continue to limit their odd man rushes. Don't shoot ourselves in the foot and give them chances by turning pucks over in the neutral zone. And, I think our game's just going to keep coming.
It's hard to catch up, and we want to stay in the race here. So it's important to win games when you have the possibility to win.
Rangers would fall in overtime Wednesday night, but will look to rebound this weekend. From the college football gridiron, some big games on tap this weekend. Can Michigan State upset Michigan at home? Can North Carolina State win at Clemson? Can Washington State hold off Oregon and Pullman? Will LSU keep rolling against Mississippi State? Those are the questions for Week 8. Locally, Fordham football is home Saturday to host Bryant in a 1 p.m. kickoff. You can listen in on the action at WFUV 90.7 FM. Sunday, Lewis Hamilton will be looking to win his 5th F1 World Championship. The Brit could seal the win in the United States, but only if Ferrari Sebastian Vettel fails to finish second at the U.S. Grand Prix. I expect Lewis to win it here in the U.S. on Sunday. The New York Jets kick at 1 p.m. at MetLife on Sunday. They host Minnesota. The Giants will also be home welcoming Atlanta to MetLife on Monday Night Football. The Falcons are 2-4. That game gets rolling at 8:15 p.m. The Jets are now 3-3. The Vikings come in at 3-2-1. Those are the headlines. We hit the C-list for a tip of the hat to our Bronx rivals. Yesterday was Boston manager Alex Cora's birthday. He celebrated with an American League pennant. Although Yankee fans are having a tough time with this, the Red Sox, and especially their first-year manager, deserve some respect heading into the World Series. They've been the best team all season long, and Cora has made all the right moves. Watching Thursday night, I was even inclined to think to myself that I hope Aaron Boone is watching somewhere because he can learn a thing or two from Alex Cora. Less than 24 hours after Craig Kimbrell struggled to secure a 6-out save in Game 4 of the American League Championship Series, he was back on the mound at Minute Maid Park. This time, the task required just 3 outs, but with a World Series trip awaiting on the other side. Cora didn't care that Kimbrell had labored through a 35-pitch performance on Wednesday night when he escaped the embarrassment of a blown save, only thanks to Andrew Benintendi's spectacular diving catch with the bases loaded. Cora had put his faith and has put his faith in his players and seems to recognize which ones can make adjustments and which ones can't. Now, maybe it's beginner's luck, or maybe, just maybe, Cora and the Red Sox are the real deal after all. That means they are the mark for the Yankees this offseason, and it also means whoever emerges from the National League is going to have their hands full come next week. It's looking more and more like Boston is going to be celebrating another World Series soon. Maybe I'm putting the kibosh on it, Rena, by saying that. I don't know. That's your sports. I'm Bobby C.